highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 7-7, our score after 1. On second down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Running right through him. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second down and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Try to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And down inside the 15 he goes.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They'll run this with Homer. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. On play action. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. There he goes right side. The 40, 20, 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he spent the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Homer. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
The coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to St. Brown.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Crosby puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Myers able to knock it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hey, take 26. Line left.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Escaping the pressure right. finding room to the 20. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Bellore taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Gets past one man. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the they're just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. They've got his man complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.